Here's platinum marriage input number 3. Platinum marriage input number 3, fellas. It's your choice to be the key. So far, we talked about the platinum, the 3 platinum marriage inputs for proper outputs. The first one is this: sowing the seed of second place. Sowing the seed of second place, making sure we sowing the seed, listen to this, of second place. And then number 2, the platinum marriage input number 2, you guys, is sow the seed of being fully there. You hear me? Sow the seed of being fully there. And here's the seed that we need to start looking at. Here's platinum seed, platinum marriage input number 3. Platinum marriage input number 3, fellas. Sow the seed, listen to this, of staying ready. The moment, listen to this, the moment my wife told me, which she really shouldn't have to tell me, I should have knew myself. The moment she told me that my passport was expired, and she let me know that, for a reason. That was her input to me, to try to help me out, to make sure that I was in position to be able to go to the trip, right? The moment she told me, I should have showed her how important her input was to me, her voice was to me, her advice and her counsel was to me, to go and get that thing renewed. I hear you. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I hear you, George. So I didn't stay ready, and that's exactly where we came from with that, with that piece. Stay ready, fellas. Listen, your wife should not have to tell you, like my wife had to tell me, Chris, your passport is expired. I should have known that. Now, it's good that my wife helped me out there, but it's not good that I didn't act on her input. I didn't act on her insight. I didn't act on her knowledge that she gave me, the insight that she gave me, the counsel that she gave me. When I had enough time to go and do what I had to do so I can be there. Y'all see how it all kind of goes together? Now, I had to do all of these mixes and matches, and I had to shift my whole strategy on being sure that I can make this the most blessed experience for her, and helping her to get ready, and helping her to choose the proper clothes, and helping her with her hair, and choosing the different hairstyles that she's going to wear while she's there, and helping her with getting ready and getting all the international things in place. But I had to totally shift my game from being, preparing alongside her to go, to helping her to be prepared to go and be comfortable going. And so those inputs reaped a benefit from me, because I did shift my game. I'm not saying that if you do procrastinate, you're gonna miss the boat, because guess what? I didn't get to Japan, but man, she had a phenomenal experience. And guess what? I got the chance to experience it with her in a way, but it wasn't like me being there with her. I want y'all to hear me. She appreciated my pivot and the inputs that I did make, but the real appreciation would have came if I would have stayed ready. That's right, George. If I would have stayed ready, which I didn't stay ready. So there's some things that you can still do, fellas. I'm just sharing that with you guys for to encourage you. If you find yourself in a place where, like, man, I'm not ready, I missed it. You really didn't totally miss it. It's just there's different inputs because you missed this particular opportunity in order to still get a positive output from your wife. So the different inputs means that you need to look at how can you come alongside her? How can you support her? How can you be loving and considerate now that you may have missed this particular opportunity? How can you do it? Asking God, give me wisdom to be able to come alongside her now that I've missed this particular opportunity, but how can I be a blessing to her even though I missed this particular opportunity? Because you still can redeem yourself and be in a position where your wife remembers, not just that you weren't there, but she remembers how everything you did made her being or doing whatever it is that she's doing better because you chose to focus on her. Do you hear me? So at the end of the day, fellas, those are the three things, the three platinum marriage inputs for the proper outputs, the three platinum marriage inputs. Let me give you them one more time. Platinum marriage input number one is this: sow the seed. And you guys write this down in the chat. Somebody write it in the chat. Sow the seed of second place. Sow the seed of second place. That's platinum marriage input number one. Your wife needs to know that next to God, she got number two. Do you hear me? Next to God, she got the number two spot. You hear me? Number two, for real. All right, sow the seed of second place. Platinum marriage input number two, fellas. Platinum marriage input number two. Sow the seed of being fully there. I'm gonna say it again. Sow the seed of being fully there. And I heard it like this, said like this by Jim Rohn. He said, wherever you are, be there. Wherever you are, be there. So sow the seed of being fully there. Do you hear me? That's what your wife deserves. She deserves you to be fully there. And there's some specific strategies, fellas, that we show you so you can start getting out of your way, so you can be fully there in our How Kings Communicate challenge. So I am fired up for the next one that's going to be coming up. The last one sold out. This next one is definitely going to sell out. We already got people on the wait list for this next one. It's going to be off the chain. It's going to be April 10th through the 14th. It's going to be off the chain. So make sure you guys get registered early because it will sell out. We only are opening up 10 spots, period. After those 10s are open, we want to make sure we keep it intimate and want to make sure we keep it real and connected. So that's the second seed, guys. The second input is sow the seed of being fully there. The third platinum marriage input is this: sow the seed of staying, listen to this, staying ready. Sow the seed of staying ready. If you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. Is that right? Now, first place I heard that from was from Will Smith. So if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So I'm going to share with you guys now, real quick, man. I want to share with you guys a little bit about what you guys can have access to through our next piece, man. It's going to be so off the chain. I can't wait till you guys, for you guys to be able to come to the How Kings Communicate. All right, so How Kings Communicate, I just pulled it up. There are two levels to be able to attend with us. The two levels are this. We're going to be doing the platinum level. We're going to do the general level. Either way, fellas, you're going to get everything we talked about tonight and more and more. You get access to be able to take it to a whole nother level where you guys can start to, one, put yourselves in position to not only be fully there, not show her the being fully placed and not just staying ready, but it's so much more that you get. You're going to learn how to truly understand on another great, entirely different level, how to strengthen, listen to this, your spiritual leadership. Your spiritual leadership. You're going to really learn what a spiritual leader is. So I'm so fired up about that. And fellas, that's why we got the VIPs in here now, because they were in the first challenge. They were in the first challenge. So now they got VIP access where we meet earlier and we can start talking and chopping it up early before we get on this live stream, so we can start talking about things that are important and talk about the things we're going to be talking about, but talk about also things that are going on in them there, celebrate together, talk about how we can start to take it to the next level together right there, right? And right before the Platinum Pursuit. But fellas, right here, I'm about to put this link. It's going to be April 10th through the 14th. It's designed to empower purposeful husbands with the communication strategies you're going to need to have confidence when you communicate, to establish the right spiritual leadership, and fellas, to truly start to have a spiritual and emotional intelligence. We want to operate with spiritual and emotional intelligence. And that's what's going to help us to take it to the next level, all right? So we want to make sure that we do just that, have that spiritual and emotional intelligence. You hear me? So fellas, really excited about you guys being on with us tonight. Really excited about you guys being able to be with us, not only just connect with us tonight, but I'm about to share a link for you guys to be able to connect with us. Like I said, once it sells out, that's it. Once we sell out of this next piece, now I'm gonna be reaching out to the guys on the wait list and the guys that are moving towards that. So if you guys want to be a part of the next How Kings Communicate and do everything and more, what we talked about tonight, now is the time to start getting registered. Now is the time to start getting in position to be come alongside us and be a part of this next piece. So real quick, you got Mark Q and Pastor Hardman, share a little bit about why these guys should be at the next How Kings Communicate. How are some of the things that you guys learn How Kings Communicate? How's that been a blessing to you guys already?
Before, it was like, okay, should be all right. You know, it's like now it's more intimate as far as, you know, on a mental level. And that's what we really need to intimately connect with our significant other, you know, through our mindsets, instead of just, you know, being physical all the time.
Fellas, as you guys can see, man, at the end of the day, it's about really plugging in, making sure that you're plugging in, getting the information that you need to take your marriage and your life to the next level. Because you become a better communicator, you actually become a better business owner, your ministry will improve, your career can improve. Do you hear me? When you become a better communicator, you'll be in line because you learn how to communicate on a different level. You learn like how to start to be the light at work, because that's marketplace ministry. Is that right? So taking it to the next level, fellas, you're actually in a position to make sure that you are being the light that God has called you to be. But it's important to have the proper information. So that's why we do How Kings Communicate. How Kings communicate at home, How Kings communicate in the marketplace, and How Kings communicate in business, How Kings communicate in ministry. Do you hear me? Because if you're not communicating at home right, it's going to impact every area of your life. If your marriage is not in the right position, it's going to impact every area of your life. It is going to impact your career. It is going to impact your business. It is going to definitely impact your ministry, because your ministry you're not able to walk with the proper integrity, because your ministry will be hindered because of what's not happening at home. Do you hear me? So that's what we'll be focusing on, you guys, is putting you guys in position to truly honor God, honor one another, and take it to the next level. So this will sell out. It will, because we already have people that are on the wait list, got people that I've already talked to. So the quicker you move on this, you will get the information now. Because I'm telling you, fellas, this is not something, and How Kings Communicate, and you got Mark Q and everybody, and Pastor Hardman, as well as Derek just popped on. These fellas can attest. This is not about just a whole bunch of information, new information. Fellas, this is about you transforming your marriage in 5 days, with 5 days of intense 5 days of intense knowledge on the word. You hear me? We're talking about the word, but how to do it practically. Do you hear me? How to apply the word practically in your life. Because if you don't apply the word in your life, then you're gonna have no power in your marriage. You're not gonna be standing on the proper foundation. You're not really gonna have the right power where you're able to get through some of those the different storms that come against your marriage. The storm gonna come against us all, baby. But it's either gonna be data or it's gonna be totally destruction. You hear me? And I'd rather just be data to you guys, so you guys can have the proper tools where it's just data, so you can start to move spiritually, you can move physically, you can move emotionally, you can move mentally in the right capacity with the right tools, so you can win. Because when you win, we all win. And fellas, with that, that's our time tonight. So move on this opportunity now. Don't continue to suffer alone. The most beautiful part about this is not the information. It's about the transformation. It's about the community. It's about the accountability. Do you hear me? Transformation, community, and accountability. That's what all men need. I need it. We all need it. You hear me? Because that's how we go to the next level, is by not hiding beneath, right, our circumstance, or hiding behind, you know, the facade that everything is cool. It's time out for that. It's time out for that. Why? Because the enemy see right through that. And when he see you trying to be Teflon Don over there, and he starts shooting them fiery arrows, guess what? Them arrows getting straight through your armor, because your armor is fake. It's fake, fellas. So if the armor is fake, if the armor is not polished up, and if you don't got a group of brothers that surround you, is that right? And got your rear guard, and you don't got a group of brothers that surround you that's praying for you, hold you accountable, rooting for you to win, fellas, it ain't gonna work. God said, listen, where two agree on the thing, it shall be established. This is what we're giving you the opportunity to do, is get in agreement with some brothers going the same direction, moving how kings communicate. So that's what I got. I'm speaking to it with conviction, because there's somebody out there, your marriage is hanging on by a thread right now. And if you don't get this information, y'all ain't gonna make it. And that's why I gotta speak it just like this, because I need you to make it. Your children need you to make it. Your son is watching you and how you are loving his or not loving his mama in the right way. He wanna see how a man does it. Show him how he does it, but you gotta know how to do it. And that's why we're doing How Kings Communicate. So you show them how to do it by learning how to do it. When you learn how to do it, learn how to operate as a kingdom man, learn how to be the true spiritual leader of your home, learn how to step up, is that right? And really start to repair some of the damage that may have been done, that's just the way you saw it coming up. That's just the way that you know to do it. You don't know no other way. But guess what? When you start to make those repairs, fellas, you'll be amazed at how God works on your behalf. When he starts to see you planting different seeds, when he starts seeing you have different inputs, when you start planting different seeds, you start giving different inputs, God's gonna bless you with different outputs. That's what we talked about tonight in the word. Do you hear me? That's right. So I feel you, George. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So at the end of the day, God said this. I'm telling y'all, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that so will he also reap. If you reap of the flesh, you're going to reap destruction, corruption. But if you reap of the spirit, you're going to reap life, everlasting life, fellas. That's what this is about. I'm not about you guys just learning information. I want you to get the words of life, but put some practical application, some wisdom on that life, so you can start to do it. Start doing the word. That's what it's about. Stop thinking you got it. You don't got it. I didn't have it. You hear me? When my wife was ready to leave me and I answered that phone and I heard that there was another the apartment building, the apartment that she was approved for, bro, how you think I felt? I was broken. I needed nothing but God. And I needed somebody to help me to get out of this. It was counseling. It was Bishop Tillman that helped me through this. It helped me to get out of this mess that I found myself in, right? Walk with him for a whole year. Brothers, you can't do this thing alone. Stop trying to do it alone. Stop trying to get free knowledge. God says, where your treasure is, that's where your heart gonna be. What you think that means? Put your money up. Put your money where your heart is. Because then you're going to take it serious. Because guess what? Money equates to life. You spent your life, you invested your life getting that money. That's why I spent last year, I spent at least $15,000 on me just getting better. Being a leader, a better husband, a better business owner, a better minister, to be able to minister better. Why? Because it matters. My family matters to me. And your family matters to me. I didn't just invest in me, I invested in all y'all. You hear me? I invested in all y'all winning. Because when you win, I'm gonna keep saying it, we all win. One kingdom man. I'm not just coming for you. One kingdom man. One, listen to this, kingdom man. I see it right here. One kingdom man. One kingdom man. 5 generations are blessed. I want to put you in position to where you're bringing generational blessing. Your son is walking into the generational blessing. Your daughter is walking into the generational blessing because they saw you. Listen to this, your son, your daughter, when they get married, guess what? They're going to follow your example. They're not going to follow they're going to follow your lessons. It's what you said. They're going to follow your example. So that's what we're talking about, being the example. Is that right? Being worth duplicating. One kingdom man, just one kingdom man impacts 5 generations, fellas. 5 generations. Click that link. Get into this How Kings Communicate yesterday. Why? Because when we go live, I'm gonna take y'all, we're gonna be a whole nother level, fellas. And guess what? I'm gonna have the alumni there too. So alumni gonna be able to come. So my cue, all y'all fellas gonna be able to come and chop it up with these new brothers as well, because they need to be able to see and be encouraged by those who've already went through this. And I see you, Ronnie, man. Get on, come on, get on board, boy. You know me from day one, so you understand. So at the end of the day, fellas, I ain't here crying out for no reason. I want to see the soul of your marriage won. I want the soul of your marriage to be won for Jesus Christ. I want you to be in position at the last day to where you stand before God. He will be able to say, well done. You loved my daughter like I loved you. Come on, enter into my joy. Why? Because you stood up, you stood the test of time. You represented me well, son. Come on up in here. I want you to have that type of reception. You hear me? Don't y'all want Jesus to be coming at you like that? Like, Mark, my man, come on in here. You represented me well, baby. Come on up in here. You want me? Give me that embrace. Right? Don't you want that? You don't want Jesus looking at you like, who is you? Depart from me. You never really realized how to represent me in your life and in your household. You ain't ever represent me. You continue to be selfish and represent you. And you didn't treated my daughter treacherously. You were harsh. You didn't know how to communicate to her. I sent my servant. I sent my son to you, but you ain't move. I'm just telling y'all, man. I ain't speaking this from. I want y'all to hear me. This is your moment in eternity right now, where y'all think like that. Y'all be thinking like, okay, I got saved. I'm saved. I'm good. No, I don't work like that. It's called sanctification, baby. Sanctification is what you do after you get saved. What you do. How do you build up and start living these precepts and these concepts and this law, right? And this word of God, how you start living that thing. And that's what we're here to do, to teach you how to live it out. How to live it out. Man, for less than a Chipotle burrito a day. I dare you to think your family ain't worth than a Chipotle burrito a day, baby. That's why we made it so, for less than 1 hour of marriage counseling. Less than 1 hour of marriage counseling. Come on, somebody. For 5 full days of getting it in. You hear me? And learning how to apply the word, learn how to get over your stuff, learning how to turn your wife's frown into a smile again, learning how to win your wife's heart back and start filling her love tank. You hear me? Learning how to truly communicate to where y'all ain't arguing because you're just trying to keep it real, but you don't know how to do it. You don't know how to keep it real without pissing your wife off. Fellas, I'm here to help y'all. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's what God gave me. And guess what? Through the trenches, baby. I ain't talking to you about something that I just read in a book. I'm talking about something I had to bleed. I had to sweat for. I had to get broken for God to break me for this. He broke me wide open and poured into me. Here's the anointing, son. Here's the answer, son. Here's the answer, son. Here's the answer, son. Cause I messed up. That's why I don't just talk to y'all about my glory. I talk to y'all about what's the gory in my story, the stuff that I've done wrong, where I missed it. My wife ready to leave me more than once. You understand? I talk to y'all about all that. I ain't coming to y'all like some holier than thou. I ain't up in no pulpit talking about I'm perfect. I ain't perfect. You understand? I want you to see you when you see me. When you look at me, I want you to see, man, Chris just like me. Yeah, I am. You know what? But Chris got tired. I got sick and tired of it. And I did something about it. I got the marriage counseling. I went and I listened to her. She told me, I listened. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't wrong. Y'all just different. I listened. I listened when Mama Tillman told me, go to devout, finish something, just finish and finish a devout. Go on and finish devout, right? And learning about, Bishop Tillman being in position, fellas, to take it to another level. Be in position, fellas. Your family needs you to be the example.